Were you surprised that he came up short, Andy? Joshua, Anthony? He put up a good fight. I think I gave him like 4 rounds.
I think he just needed to be more aggressive, you know, and let his hands loose. And I know Usyk's a difficult guy, but, you know, things happen. You know, champions bounce back.
How good is Usyk?
He's pretty good. He moves around, but I feel someone having that Mexican style can give him a hard time, just like me.
Like yourself.
How
do you approach Usyk in a fight?
Just pressure, man. Pressure, throwing combinations. Not let him get comfortable, you know? Because once you let him get comfortable, and he starts doing his thing, he starts getting on the groove and all that. So me having that Mexican style, being a pressure forward guy, throwing combinations, bottom, top, bottom, that's what's gonna make a difference.
And those are the words of Andy the Destroyer Ruiz, the former unified Mexican heavyweight champion of the world, as you heard him state that if he fought Usyk, he would put the Mexican style on him, up and down pressure. That's what will get Usyk out of there and give him a lot of problems. And let me counterpunch. I see Andy Ruiz versus Oleksandr Usyk fight happen like this. Andy Ruiz tries to cut off the ring. He makes valiant attempts. He throws combinations at times when he can. But Usyk pulls away. I just see that fight easy as day. I see Ruiz getting frustrated by the amount of times Usyk is able to hit him going in and out with the upper body movement. I see Andy Ruiz going to the body, but again, to no avail, because Usyk will figure Andy Ruiz out because of the punch variety that he has. And his punch variety is very limited. He throws some beautiful combinations, but they're very predictable. Okay, it reminds me of Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker showed you the blueprint to beat Andy Ruiz a long time ago. If you go at him attacking, you could end up like Anthony Joshua in the first fight. On your knees, on your back, because he will attack. Bars. So I think that Andy Ruiz would pose somewhat of a problem for Usyk, maybe about 4 or 5 rounds. But it also depends on Andy Ruiz, what type of shape he will be in, how, what his stamina looks like, how's the gas tank, because he's going to need that. Everyone will need a gas tank fighting Usyk. I don't care if you can hit like a pillow or hit like a cannon, okay? You're going to need gas in your tank, okay? This isn't a short distance trip, it's a long distance trip. So expect a long one when you're fighting Usyk. However, Andy Ruiz is right, though. If you analyze another fight with a guy with superb boxing skills and a very, very tricky defensive style like Usyk, I think of Orlando Salido. Orlando Salido, Lomachenko. That was a very interesting fight because it showed that Lomachenko, despite his boxing savvy, his ring IQ, the God-gifted combinations that he threw, they were up there, and you could tell those. But Orlando Salido went to the body, the head, the body, the head, and he was relentless. So it can be done, and I've seen it. And seeing is believing a lot of times, because people don't believe certain things until they've seen it with their own eyes. And I think that Andy Ruiz fighting the way Orlando Salido did Lomachenko, which gave him his first L by split decision, by the way, it was able to disrupt the matrix, okay? And that's what you need to do. You need to remember there is no spoon. Go in there and attack. But the question is, can Andy Ruiz maintain that attack round after round? And I don't think he can. Again, I don't think that Andy Ruiz will have that type of gas tank. He has fast hands, but slow feet. We've learned that in the second Joshua fight. He should have been able to cut off the ring with Joshua, work the body, set punches upstairs, disrupt Joshua like he did in the first fight, and then we would have had a defended, unified, new Mexican-American champion, first of his name, reigning. Okay, we would have had that, but we didn't. And I seen that Andy Ruiz is a guy that, yeah, as long as you're moving, you're always going to be a problem. You're going to be a problem from that round to the last round. But nonetheless, Andy Ruiz, you know, would like to challenge Oleksandr Usyk, obviously. And, you know, he said that he would like, he's taking on Luis Ortiz simply because Luis Ortiz is a southpaw, so you might as well get accustomed to fighting southpaws because that's his next targeted fight. So Oleksandr Usyk won, so we'll see what Andy Ruiz does against Luis King Kong Ortiz. You guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz stating he would add and put constant pressure on the unified heavyweight Ukrainian. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!